stream. This is the chess climb, and I'm Hade. Road to 2200 elo point, and I'm streaming on chess.com. Apologies, I'm streaming on Lichess. So we've got a game, and we're playing the bird. I think this is quite an orthodox opening at the intermediate level. So d5 is the move. We play knight f3, and after c4 we go a3, and if knight f6 we eventually go e3 as well. There's always a very basic thematic idea in the bird. Bishop f4 I've never seen, and this is my first, this is the 5th game I'm playing in the bird, so I'm quite surprised at bishop f4. But let's go e3. Well, I have no idea what, black is threatening queen h5 check. Well, if queen h5 check and g3, what is black threatening? So knight c3 to go bishop b5 check. Queen h5 is not scary. We can always block with g3, followed by b3, bishop b2, and eventually we can play queen e2. So there's b3 now, preventing that. And after bishop b2, we play queen e2, then we castle to the queen side. Thank you for joining the stream, guys. Thank you. And we are playing the bird as white, the Sicilian as black. Well, there's always a thematic idea to always go knight e5. But after knight e5, f6, and we are forced to retreat. So let's play b3, queen e2 and castles. Then we can pre-play h4 by playing h3. And hopefully we can dislodge the light square bishop on f5. So queen e2, well, I just drop a pawn. d3 should have been best. Just drop a pawn. I think our opponent is strong enough to find that. I should have just taken my time to calculate queen e2, which wasn't the best move. This just loses a pawn. It's going to be hard to recover the pawn. There's always the idea of bishop a3 now. If bishop c2, d4, well, if bishop, I think that's just a nice tactics. If bishop takes c2, we have d3, and the bishop is trapped. So that wasn't so bad. For some reason, I thought I hung the. Well, we can always take now. And after bishop takes, if bishop takes a3, queen takes a3. What is the move? Black What's our plan here after queen takes? Well, we can play rook b1, but I don't see what to do. Apologies, I'm just trying to set my microphone. So, what are the candidate moves? Well, if bishop takes a3, queen takes a3, to play queen b2, and our rook is stuck on a1 because if the rook moves, the a2 pawn falls. Well, so we take on a3. If queen takes, we play d3. If queen b2, there is rook b1, and the queen has to go back. Then we play e4. After d4, the bishop has to move. So let's take d3. Our knight can always come to e5. And if black is not careful, there's always the idea of knight b5 if the pawn moves. Okay. So after e4, well, we should play knight a5, and that allows g4. Yeah, it would have been better to have taken, honestly. So after queen takes, we takes, then we takes. So take. We shouldn't have allowed the knight trade. It would have been much better to just take. Yeah, I think that would have been much better. Wow. I just completely forgot that the pawn is undefended. I mean, that was a bad play. That was a really bad play. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. This is the chess climb. I should have taken my time to see what queen b2 does. I mean, there's always the idea of queen c5 check now, and we are forced to go here. After this, knight e5 would have been nice to play g4 and dislodging the bishop. And after bishop g6, we take there and we play e4. After g4, there's always bishop h5, h3 to castles, and we are much better. So that was just lack of calculation from me. By no means are we losing because we played the bed. I think it's quite a good opening at the intermediate level. mean, this is bishop g2 is just open chess. There's no point playing bishop g2. Well, I'm thinking after knight takes c2, there's always idea of rook c1. I mean, there's always idea of playing this. This is just open chess. We are down 4. It should be no more than +7 for black. Clearly losing. Hopefully we could do better in the next game. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. This is the Chess Climb. Well, that doesn't do too much. If only we could reroute the bishop h3. I clearly don't see what knight c3 does. Clearly doesn't do anything. And after knight a2, we play rook c4. That's why I said that doesn't do anything. So white want to play okay. So here we try to double the rook. So here hi guys, welcome to the stream. This is the Chess Climb. Well, we are open to trade the rook. The knight is currently pinned now, and there's always idea of bishop d7. I mean, black is still winning, but if they are not very careful, we could have a swindle. I mean, there's always idea of playing f4, blocking the bishop as we thought. And there's h5 now. If only we could make a comeback. If only. But that's too much to ask for. I mean, our bishop is buried now. If we could get rook d7 and push d4 to play bishop f1 and reroute our bishop, but that's quite a long journey for the bishop. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Thank you guys for joining the stream. So after takes, is there a way for us to fight for? So we takes. If takes, there's always idea of rook c. If knight takes now, we have this. No, yeah. I mean, white can probably not lose this game. There's always idea of taking now, which is good. So if takes, bishop here. So if we take now, king takes, I'll push e4. After knight takes f3, what is the move? So here, if the rook move, we play f4. Well, there's always idea of check. I think this loses the game. After knight takes f3, we are finally out of the game completely. So probably just play king c3, and after knight takes, we takes, and that's just too much material. I mean, they could have been better, but I think we should probably resign now. But this is a pretty bad game, to be honest. This is a pretty bad game. So we played the bird again. So after f4, I've never seen bishop f5 before. After bishop f5, so let's try and get as much as possible line. So after bishop f5, d3 is the move. e3 is not even the burst, so we could have played knight c3 next. So d3 should have been played before b3. So bishop b2, all fine. And after queen e7, we could have taken and takes, and we have this. Wow. And after takes, there's still this. And after this, we just take this. This is absolutely winning for white. So we should have taken our time. Absolutely winning for white. So new opponent. So we are waiting for someone to accept. So that is the lesson that we should have taken our time. So e5, we go for the Sicilian. So knight c6. So I know g6 is a move. If they takes, Well, we are completely out of book. So queen b6. Probably white needs to take. Well, we play bishop g7. Bishop g7. Queen back to c7. d4. So cd4. If knight takes, bishop takes. Well, if h3 we takes on f3, and after queen f3 we take on d4, and cd4 we have queen d4. So I think that is pretty good for us. Well, I just started playing the Sicilian myself, so these structures are quite unique. So after takes, if bishop e3, there's always the idea of queen h5. Well, so bishop e3. And after queen h5, what is the move? h3. So queen h5 looks all right. Where there's always knight d7, then we castles, pinning the knight. I mean, this is a good position, I must say. Well, this we didn't see coming. So after g f3, let me just slow down. Donny TXL, thanks for joining the stream. I wasn't looking at the chat. Can I knock? For sure you can. How are you doing today, Donny TX1? I'm not sure if you are still in the chat. Drop me a thumbs up if you are still here. Do you have to turn on the future? What is knocking? Could you tell me about it? I don't know about knocking. Could you explain what knocking means? Probably I will need to turn it on. Just hang around for a while. Let me just wrap up with this game and I can see or check how to set up knocking, if that is okay with you. Oh, I joined your stream. We combine streams. Oh, that seems all right. Do you stream chess yourself? Oh, all right, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm just probably gonna check. So what does knocking do to just connect the viewers? I guess. So I'm thinking bishop back to e6, but there's knight c4. and that doesn't do much. And after knight c4, f6. So why not take? And if knight takes, we play knight f6. If knight f6, there's always, so white is threatening to take. Well, we can definitely slow play it, can't we? e6. Well, we need to go for the bishop trade now, because our queen in some lines the knight on d2 can be misplaced. Thank you, Fazban.
Phaserbean12312 joined the chess climb.
Oh, Fazbean. So yeah, I'm gonna turn it up. Let me just wrap up with this game so that I can turn it up. Let him pull up, bro. Hi, Fazbean. How are you doing? Thank you guys for joining the stream. This is the chess climb. Rating climbing to 2200 ELU. I'm playing the bird as white and the Sicilian as black, although we haven't got much why are you in a rush, Donnie? You're kind of like, I'm probably playing a game. If bishop e4, then we play f6. Okay. Thank you, Donnie. Wow, this is a very cool trick. Well, there's no trick. So we take now. And after knight takes, there's always rook d2. Hi, Fazbean, are you still in the chat? It appears that our bishop seems to be trapped. No. Well, queen here seems dangerous. There's always idea of dropping. So here, no. Where there's no checkmate. I'm sure there's none. Well, my rating is on my personal account, that is 1700, but I'm quite very much skeptical about that. So, but on this account, it's about 1400. So, I do have a provisional rating of 1400 over the board. So, what's your rating? And how frequent do you play? So, we need to safeguard everything now. Well, black indeed want to play queen f7 check. Well, probably we should try and save that from happening. If knight f6 and queen e7, or if knight f6, white can decide to take on e5. I'm not sure you heard what I said, Fazbin. My current rating on this account is about 1400, and I think that's actually my playing strength, because over the board I have a provisional rating of 1400 because I lost my first ever game over the board. So how do we deal with the threat of queen takes e5 and queen coming to f7 check? Well, queen f7 is not a problem. We can always drop the rook. So after f3, do we have a way to bring our queen back into the game? Because I genuinely think we need to do that. I mean, this pawn is hanging, but that is quite risky to take. So we can play queen here now. Okay, so I mean, queen e7 is not a threat. Here, if queen f8 check, rook d8, and after queen g7, you have knight h6. I mean, this is a very, very tactical position. This is what you get for playing the Sicilian, but our queen is quite out of play. We probably want to play queen h6 and bring back the queen to the game. But there's always the idea of f4 from white. Well, this is quite scary. If only I could manage to trade the queen Thank you for joining the stream, guys. This is the chess climb, and this is the written series. If f5, we play queen e2. I mean, our bishop on e6 looks loose. So if rook d1, knight h6, if takes, take is quite deadly. So if we could get this, I mean, queen h6 looks alright. If rook d1, we just play rook, bishop back to d7, and well, there's this check. So this, so knight h6, queen takes f6, bishop c4, and that looks very, very tricky. And after bishop c4, can we actually I mean, there's always the idea of playing this. So after takes, take, how do we develop? There's always the idea of queen d8 checkmate. I mean, this is not a very good thing to have done. Our queen on h5 is really misplaced. Okay, so let me hold on and calculate. So rook takes d1, rook d1, and knight h6, and there's queen d7 check, queen d7, king b8, and even rook d1 is just really bad. So after takes, we takes. When it takes, there's knight f7. That's a very good move to find. That's a very good move to find. But after knight 7 now, there's no rook d1 because we can always take again. But that's a very good move to find. I'll be proud if this wins us the game. I'll be really proud. If this wins the game, I'll be really proud. Well, we could have just taken. So takes, and we should have just played this takes. Then that would have been much better. That would have been much better. So we need to take now. And there's always queen g5. So takes, queen g5. I mean, we are up a knight for white extra pawn. Thank you guys for joining the stream. We are playing the Sicilian. I mean, there's no check. Any check comes with us trading the queen, and that's quite bad for black. And if we manage to trade the rooks, I think that's still bad. There's always idea of queen g4 if white doesn't want to trade. So what does this do? If we take now, it takes, we check. So queen g5. Well, our opponent resigns because takes, check, and we win the queen. Maybe I wouldn't have played that, but I could have calculated it. So how did we do in that game? What we do? Wow, there's a lot of inaccuracies. So it was 80% accuracy from us, 3 mistakes, 5 inaccuracies, no blunder. The Nesmedinov Rosulimon attack. So e4 c5, knight f3 going for the open Sicilian. We play knight c6 after bishop b5, which is the Rosolimo. We play g6, castles, and bishop g7 was best. So bishop g7, rook e1, and we play e5 immediately. Wow. And it's d6 a move, so a6 is a move, knight f6 is a move, bishop g7 is a move. So we play queen b6, which was bad, and bishop g7 would have been much better. So takes, take. So we could have taken. So bishop g4 isn't so bad, so we took there. Queen a5 is not bad. Knight d2 as predicted. The castle, well, castle was a mistake we should have played. But I was thinking after knight f6, e5, Oh, then we just go ahead and move in with the knight. Oh, nice. That was good. So this, and bishop here was a tempo to lead. But after this, what do? We just takes, and here finally. After this, okay, so white is clearly better. So we managed to find a way to model it up. And even after this, oh, this is a beautiful tactic. And after this, there's this. Wow. And we need to give up the rook. This is so good. Wow, that was so good. Apparently we are losing at some point, but our opponent didn't find. So our opponent find the tempo too late. So this should have been played immediately, and after this, we just managed to trade, and we played this, and we have to just give this back. Wow. So E6 was a mistake. Yeah, I was thinking this first, and after this, and C4 is good. Yeah, I mean, this was a mistake, like that was a mouse slip. Now rook FD1. I mean, finding knight F6 here was really, I'm really proud of finding knight H6. That was really good. Finding knight H6 was really good. And after queen takes, there's knight F7. Brilliant move. Even though the computer wasn't generous to give us a brilliant, that was a really good move to find. So the other move is just to take, and after rook takes d1, then we have knight f7. But finding knight f7 was really beautiful for me. So rook takes d1 and knight f7 seems to be of the same strength. And after that, rook here, which was the final blunder. And we could have been up a rook and a knight, and there's no way we should have lost that such of a game. Thank you for joining the stream. So let's go ahead and grab the next game. So I've played 3 games, we've won 1. Let's keep going. Well, I am Eric Rosen is streaming and FIDE Master Lifongora. 15 plus 10 rapid game. Let's see how it goes. There we go. We're playing black again. This is really strange. So let's go c5, the Sicilian. Well, I've never faced something like this. e5. Wow. What if you just decided to just open everything up? So g6. I mean, that was a very quite strange opening. Well, we should have given this check. I'm not sure why we are not doing that. Check. Queen b5. We absolutely are not interested in trading, but let's go for that and see what happens. So b5. Let's go for that and see what happens. There's always the idea of knight d5, but then we have to castles first. If knight a5, we just play bishop d7, and if knight takes, we take back and we threaten to play b4. I mean, I'm liking the structure that comes in this position. So if we take now, so takes, so knight takes a5, bishop takes a5. If b4, there's always a3, and there's no way for us to attack. So it takes a6, we takes on a5, and after bishop takes a5, can we get away with playing knight d5? And if knight d5, if bishop come back to c3, we takes and doubles white pawn structure. So let's take. I mean, there's always the idea of playing b4 now. If c4, which doesn't do anything according to my knowledge. So well, that should have been the move. If castles down, we have bishop h6. We want to well. Yeah, that would have been a very interesting move to play. Can we get away with doubling? So this, if takes, there's always the idea of rook e1 now. And bishop f4 is coming. Well, black can decide to play knight f3 to castles. Well, this are monster bishop. They looks all right. Well, I think I should start taking my time now to start calculating. I think this is the part where I start missing tactics and all of that. And if rook d1, what's our move? We play rook e1, rook fe1. So takes, not a good move. So if takes, if knight takes, we play rook e1. So let's take and see what is black's intention. So rook e1. Well, only that white can castle now, so we are threatening to take on d4. On d4. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Which is not bad. So we are threatening rook c2 now. These are just monster. So if b4, bishop takes b4, bishop c2 check, king back to, well, we have to be very sure before sacrificing. So if b4, bishop takes b4, so b4, bishop takes b4, rook c2, rook e1, if rook takes e2, bishop takes e2. Okay, so b4, bishop takes b4, so b4, bishop takes b4, and after rook c2 there's always rook e1, but we can take on b2, threatening the bishop. So if bishop back here, then we play bishop d3. Okay, so b4, so we are threatening to take twice. And after knight f4, there is bishop. Okay, so we have this, which is really nice, and there's this. I mean, the knight can move now. Which is not bad. So check, bishop takes, rook takes, there's knight takes. So that is not something good to play. Okay. So after this, this is really all tricky now. I mean, I just overlooked that. That is not pinned. Because after bishop c4, there's b3. So b4 now, There's always idea that if the knight move, we can always threaten this check. Okay. So b4, g5 is coming. Well, there's always idea of playing g, bishop h6. And after this, we threaten to take. I mean, there's no really a way to trap. I mean, this is a very interesting position. This on the last move would have been a much better. Well, I think we are losing now. This is clearly losing. This is clearly losing. So we are losing. So we just try and keep pushing. You just have to sort of keep pushing. So we keep pushing. If c4 now, well, we need to reroute his bishop there. I think we're clearly losing anyway, so there's really not much thing to think about the position. So after this, so let's just decide to just mop up these pawns. I mean, why can't I decide to sacrifice? Pretty sure we are getting these pawns. I'm pretty damn sure. Pretty damn sure about it. So a5. Hmm. Hmm. This is quite. I think the stream ended. I'm starting all over again. Drop frame after an hour. Sort of drop frame. Hmm. So I mean, King G7 is not really viable. Probably F5. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Izunami. This and there is this. If this, there's King F2, F7. And what happened after King F7? Maybe Rook there. Well, this Rook here. I think we need to resign the game now. So here, if here, they have this check, king move. So let's do this now. Sort of a getaway. Yes, that we are slowly losing. We are slowly losing the thread of the game. Slowly losing the thread of the game. After this, king takes, check, the king moves. There's no really a way to fuck the pieces. There's nothing like this. So if this, rook move, then we take this, king takes, and we come back with check. So let's try this. So this can be tried. As we suggested it, So shall it be? I mean, I'm looking for a way to get so this now takes, okay, so takes this is a very thematic game. I mean, there's always idea of this anyway, so there's nothing much to worry about. So here, just about what we needed. I mean, there's always the idea of coming to trap the rook anyway, so I don't see why you would want to do that. Takes, check, cage zone. The rook here. Well, he can decide to lose this game. If he wants to, we can help him lose the game. We can so help him lose the game, honestly, if he wants to. Just Ellis d5 coming as check. Checks coming. Well, this just blunders a pawn, honestly. It's really bad. Yeah. And this is just really bad. We want to dislodge this. Apologies for not interacting with the chat. This game is quite interesting, so I was been trying to focus as much as possible. Apologies for that. Thank you for joining the stream. This was a little awkward game. We clearly losing, but see how far we can push. I mean, if I was able to collect this one, it would have been really nice. Hmm. This is a very good one. So here, check, and we need to move. This is a very, very good one. Thank you for joining the stream, guys. This is the chess climb. I mean, this is just a very cooked position. So what do we have here? Takes, and we lose the bishop. Our king is quite Wow, that's a very beautiful find because there's no this. So we can play this now. After this check, so we need to find a way to save the bishop and run. We save the bishop and run. Save the bishop and run. We run. And that doesn't do much, I guess. So if takes, if we move the rook, then we are in time to save the bishop. Okay. So clearly, white is having some troubles. Clearly, white is having some troubles. Dominating bishop. Hi, Shameless King. Thanks for joining. It was nice to have you follow the stream. We were unable to catch up yesterday. You just dropped a follow and left. How are you doing today, Shameless King? How are you doing? How's been your day? Have you been playing some chess yourself? Well, I'm clearly lost. I'm just playing this out of frustration. Oh, you were teaching. Were you teaching chess or you are a teacher? I'm glad today has been good. Nice to hear that. Thank you guys for joining the stream. So we guess winning, I guess, but this is not winning. I think if we can sacrifice. So after takes, king takes, then we take. Oh, you teach chess to children. Wow, that's really good. I'm glad. I'm really happy to see kids picking up chess. Oh, that's quite good. That's really good. What's your own correct ilu? I can tell you enjoy teaching chess. So if takes, king takes, then we have this, and after h here, we bring the queen. I mean, it's up 2 pawn, but I don't see a way for us to save the position. Well, it is the light square bishop, so let's try as much as possible to bring our king to the position. Well, we always try to, so there's this. I think 1530 over the board and 1700 on chess.com. Do you play a tournament? Well, I'm currently playing in the Derby League, but it's like once in a week. I play for the B team in my city, but I'd really love to go to a tournament and play. I have a provisional rating of 1400 over the board, and I must say that playing would have been good. Here, and how about this, honestly? And this come eventually. I think this is lost, clearly. So let's just resign. So where's the analysis board? On my personal account, I think I'm 1600, but currently playing from 1400 on this account, and I'm really struggling to get back because it's been a long time. Oh wow, I just completely missed this. Yeah, this is I don't know why I didn't play this. Yeah. Where I did start playing recently. So what happened was that I played 3 games, but the first 2 was they had an issue with the name, so they had to correct my name, and they just started like counting over. Well, I wouldn't say I'm really good. I don't know if you have any advice for struggling intermediates like myself. Well, I just went passive. I did saw this, but after this would have been really nice to play. Then you have this now. I can finally just play this. Wow, this is really good. Good stuff. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Wow. So on to the next game. I think my rating is coming to play on 1581, which is still provisional. So let's play one more and try to take my time in calculating. Why am I getting black? Why? Should we play the Carucan or the Sicilian? I think this. I have the Silman endgame course. I'm trying to look for it. Do you reckon that I go through it? I've only gone through a few pages, but I think maybe it's gonna help me. What's your favorite end game book? So are you saying if I go through this I'm going to improve further? Because I've only just studied few pages, and I have simple chess and how to study chess on your own. Those are the books I currently have. Maybe you are motivating me to sort of pick it up again then. Oh wow. So do you play in tournament? This is nonsense. Well, black is obviously threatening checkmate. And after G6, which only just helped me develop, what is the move? And he just dropped back his queen to. Oh wow, the pawn was hanging. Obviously I didn't see that. And E5. If queen here. So after E5, queen back to E3. Knight F6. E5. Yes, I must say so as well. I must really say so. I want to show you a book. I'm just looking for it. I think this is a very nice book as well. For some reason, I've just stopped midway, but it was really good, especially for my rating. Yeah, I do accept that Seliman's writing is quite easy. Do you reckon that I get the soft course on Chessable? Yes, so this is how to study chess on your own workbook by Devon Kuleshevsik. It's really good. I'm thinking of going through it while streaming. Maybe that would help me study the book. What do you think about that? Brainstorming on different ideas for streaming, and in the study session I'm thinking about studying streaming while I study the opening, and also streaming showing myself walking through the book. I mean, there's always the idea of Knight F6 now. So Knight F6. I mean, Queen D3 almost seems like the only move. Obviously. Okay. So let's try to castle. I mean, the queen on d3 almost seems like it's misplaced. Well, we can threaten this now, but that doesn't do anything. So takes. So take there. b4. Okay. So I just study on streams. Okay. Then sort of the position against the bots. Can I do that online, or there's a site where I can do that and stream that as well? Because I know you can do that with Lucas Chess, but I do not want to install it on my system. So how does he, sort of set up the position like that? Because I've been trying to do something like that as well. So b5 coming. So there's this. So knight h4 to play knight h5 to play knight f4. Okay. I mean, there's no issue with this. After this, and if this, there's this. Well, this I was expecting. After so b5. Oh yeah, I think you can use. Oh, so I think how to practice it against the bot. The only way you could have done that is if I'll be practicing against stockfish. Oh, okay. Well, I do. Okay, I think that's a very good way to do it. So I'll just probably study middle games and end games online, then practice against stockfish. I have a lichess study as well. Even I think the very first chapter on this book, which is about finding the key resources, finding the perfect sequence. I think I copied it on my lichess study. Takes, if bishop takes. I think this is losing now. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is losing for me. Yeah. This is why losing. I've played this badly. Well, what is this? What am I doing? Takes. Okay, I'll probably check that. So do you play tournament yourself? Shameless King. You play tournament. I mean, white has all this space and I'm just lacking space. Wow. That is like 5 months ago. So, how was your last tournament? I'm thinking of competing in a tournament May 15, 85 rounds, three rounds on Saturday and 2 rounds Sunday. Well, I'm dropping the bishop again. So this, which is pretty bad now. Because I should have just taken, honestly. Oh. So those competitions you did were rapid or they were just they were classical games? I think I'm starting to lose my mojo after losing the 3 classical game my debut before they had issue with that with my name and I had to start all over. Oh, slowly getting to my rating. I genuinely thought I had something. Did I not? Oh well, this honestly. I'm just down too many material. I'm just holding on to my dear life. There's always a tournament. Yeah, this is clearly lost now. It's clearly lost now. And after castles, there's nothing else to do. What was your score? Well, I mean, you can't stop trying. That's just an issue with chess. You can't really stop trying. You just have to like keep going almost every time. Yeah, and that drops now. We can just do this. I think I just have to resign and move on. So where did I went wrong? Yeah, that's a very bad stuff for me. But after this, no. Oh, there's this. Wow. Wow. That's a very good. Yes, we can play rapid games. One F5, and that's the bed. Two King F7. Wow. But at least winning 2 out of 3 is not bad. Yeah, do you want to play on chess.com or on Chess? Which one do you prefer? Okay, we can do Chess. Do you want me? Can you type your username to me, or you can just search for the chess. One second. So the chess climb is MI. Thanks for joining the stream, Shameless King. You're probably the one motivating me to keep going on the stream. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. So when you had me, let me know. I can just probably accept. So I've lost how many games? That's 24, last 24. So we've played 6 games and we've pretty lost much. Have you sent the request? Oh, 10 plus 5. That's quite. So let me try E4. I don't want to play F4 and give you bad memories, so let's play E4. So what are your favorite opening, Shameless King? So I think what is the move here? Yeah, I think there's a move. Yeah. So what are your favorite opening? I mean, you are a teacher. I don't expect not to lose to you, so I'll probably just hang on for a while and try my best. Probably you can't hear me. Just take it easy on me, Shameless King. Take it easy on me. So what's how do you move to play? Roy 93. I mean, I can play Bishop F1 now. No. Maybe. No. It's always back to F1. And even C4. Yeah. Just get breed of the night. You are the fried liver slayer. Just take it easy on me. It's quite good, honestly. So what are the moves? What are the moves? 1, 6, 4. Hmm. So thanks for joining the stream, guys. This is the chess climb. Probably on the rating climb series. Road to 2200. Online rating. So we had the transposition from the fried liver attack. I was meant to play the bed, but okay, so nice. Yeah, that doesn't seem alright to me, honestly. Thanks for joining the stream. This is the chess climb, and I'm currently playing against the Shameless King. Thanks for joining the stream. We finally take. And yeah, I think we get away with that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for joining the stream. Thanks. Wow, too many things is hanging. Right. So we can definitely take some. Hopefully, we get something going. Hopefully. I mean, that's a very good trick. That's really good. If you found it, that's really, really beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. No, but I think it doesn't work. Yeah. Holding up to the extra pawn. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. This is the chess climb. Don't forget to follow the channel. It helps the algorithm. You must be wondering, did we get this position out of the bed? No, this is from e4, as that is my go-to repertoire. But I'm trying to play a lot of sharp position, and that's why I decided to play f4 now. Hmm. Hmm. Thanks. Fake. This looks very, very promising and feisty. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. This is the chess climb, and I'm currently playing Shameless King, which is generous enough to follow the stream. Kind enough to follow the stream. Very, very kind enough to follow the stream. So after this, takes on that, and I take then, isn't it? Well. Welcome to the chess climb. And maybe I had something much better. Maybe. I think I did have something much better. I think I did. But doing F30 now is not bad, honestly. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. We have been streaming for a couple hours now. And few more hours to go. This is the chess climb, and I'm currently playing a subscriber or a follower, which is Shameless King. Well, that's the best that can be done. Why not? Thanks for joining the stream, guys. This is the chess climb. This is the chess climb. And it's so nice to have you following the channel. There will be chances in the game. Gabriel appears to be a very we'll see. If he can, why not? Bishop c4. What is this? Oh my god, what have I done? I've just messed everything up, bro. I just messed everything up, honestly. That was just rubbish. That was sincerely rubbish. That was just rubbish from me, honestly. I just blundered this. Really crazy. It's really bad. Chess. Oh, yeah. This is just really bad, honestly. I just like. Yeah, I just like completely messed it up. Yeah, that's quite bad from me, honestly. Yeah, I just completely lost my mind. Yeah. Yeah, that's just completely bad, honestly. I was winning at some point. Completely winning at some point. That was a good game. GG. Good game. Good game. Yeah, I just hallucinating. I just hallucinated that the rook was protected and I never just calculated it again. I mean, the whole sequence when you got into um I mean, I played it from white side. We could probably go and review it if you want. But do you want one more game or we should go over and review the game now? Yeah, we can just probably go over it again when we're done. Hmm. Just trying this out. This is my first time playing this, but we'll see. See what happens. Why would I do that? I do. Alright. Doesn't seem alright. Let's do this. It's not really bad, honestly. Hmm. Well, even that can be tried, honestly. What is that does? Thanks for joining the stream, guys. Thanks for joining. It's glad to have you all in the channel. Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I think that works as well. It works. Yeah, Fazbin is the latest follower. Thanks for following the channel. Really glad. Thanks for following the channel. It's really good to see you guys here. E5 and we're probably solid. Yeah, I could have just like we've had 7 over 50 followers. Nice. Thanks for joining the stream. Well, I just completely missed that. Oh my god. I just completely missed that. That was pinned, honestly. I mean, that was just I just completely missed that as well. One last one, and we should call it a day. We could probably play some other time then. Fair enough. Thanks for the game, Shameless King. It's nice playing with you. Yeah, it's really nice playing with you. Have a lovely day. Oh yes, from the games. So good games. Thanks for joining the stream and thanks for the game. All right, no problem. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Where's this? Where's this? No, this is profile games. No problem. Have a good time resting. It's your theory. This is just wow. Yeah, I just like completely missed that. I just like completely missed this. Just checkmate. Too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad. Too bad. Thanks for the game, Shameless King. One more game and we call it a day. So it's okay. What do we do? Let's try e4. We should be playing the bird. Just this one time. I just wanna, get my mojo and switch back to the bed. Yeah, we can have all sort of gambits, and that's why I'm avoiding playing e4 because there's always all sort of gambit with e4, e5. So this is the Philidors. Take. Knight c3. Bishop c4. Bishop f4 is a move. Queen d2. Castles. And white enjoy this lovely position. Well, there's always bishop f4. And bishop e7 looks low. That doesn't look much. So bishop c4 comes the tempo. Bishop c4, c6. Probably drop the bishop here. But after b4, the takes, or even takes, and play queen d2. When d2 f3 g4 is coming, so f3, so there takes 4, takes, we take, after takes, we play these. It doesn't even matter. Wow, this is just, our opponent missed that, which is quite generous of them. Hmm. Hmm. Playing this too fast. Thanks for joining the stream. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If only I could. But I couldn't. So that's fine. So that's really fine. I think I need to start taking my time and think now. Think about the position and see what's viable that can be played. Yeah. Takes. What do we have? Maybe f3. So I'll lose this now. And anytime this comet picks up the thing. Yeah. Hmm. So h4, yeah, I think I'm up a bishop now. It's just best to just convert the position cleanly. I just have to take my time to convert this position. Guessing didn't see that. Guess he did not see that. Yeah. This is clearly winning for white. Clearly winning for white. Up a rook and up a bishop. We are down 1 point. No, it's an equal point. Oh, apologies, we are down a pawn. But this is purely winning. I see no way for black to defend this position. La la la. We are winning no matter what has been tried here. So takes, check, takes with take. We have 2 rooks. I mean, this is a very so winning position. So why not? Body and soul. Your body and soul. Your body and soul. Your body and soul. Your body and soul. You're clearly winning. Your body and soul. This is purely winning. In fact, so winning that we could afford to give back a pawn. And we'll still be your body and so well appears that we need to win as soon as possible. We need to win as soon as possible, so why not open up the king? Well, doesn't do anything. This is not good. This is not good. This is not really good, is it? This is too passive. This is too passive. This is really too passive. I mean, yeah, probably just trade. Yeah, probably just trade everything. Just pick up this pawn. Yeah. Best thing that could happen is to take this and we push to glory. We push to glory. Yeah, I just managed to just mess this up. I've been streaming for 3 hours. Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah. Mm. Mm. So check here, check here, check comebacks. But I just take it, Joe. We're just like trying to waste time because I don't understand what I'm doing. Honestly, I have no single understand of what is this I'm doing. So a4, let's play a4, a5. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's no winning this. There's no way for black to ever win this. There's no way. Ever. And that's gonna just like give up. Bishop. This. Yeah. If the time comes, I'll probably just give up my. Mm. It's gonna be there. This is clearly winning, even though I managed to misplay this. Purely winning. The nope, no chance. Yep, no chance, no chance, no chance, no chance. Goes. No chance. GG. Thanks for that, and thank you guys for watching the stream. This will be the end of the stream today. Thank you. See you some other time.